In the dawn of human civilization, etched into ancient clay tablets, lies a story so profound it could rewrite our very origins. Are we the product of slow, terrestrial evolution? Or is there a more cosmic explanation? For millennia, we've looked to the heavens asking, are we alone? What if the answer has been with us all along, hidden in plain sight, in the myths and legends of our earliest ancestors? This is the story of the Anunnaki. Our journey begins with Zecharia Sitchin, a scholar who dedicated his life to translating ancient Sumerian texts. In the late 20th century, he dropped a bombshell on the world. He claimed that the cuneiform tablets of Sumer, one of the first human civilizations, didn't just tell stories of gods and mortals. They were historical records, detailing the arrival of extraterrestrial beings who came to Earth hundreds of thousands of years ago. Sitchin called these beings the Anunnaki, which he translated as those who from heaven to earth came. According to his interpretation, they hailed from a mysterious planet in our own solar system, a world our ancestors called Nibiru. This 12th planet follows a vast 3600-year elliptical orbit, bringing it into our inner solar system only periodically. It was during one of these crossings, Sitchin proposed, that the Anunnaki first set foot on our world. But why would they travel across the void of space to our planet? The answer, according to the theory, is as precious as it is simple: gold. Not for wealth or decoration, but for survival. The Anunnaki's home planet, Nibiru, was supposedly facing a catastrophic atmospheric crisis. Its protective shield was failing, and they needed a unique solution: a fine powder of monatomic gold, suspended in their atmosphere, to reflect the sun's harsh radiation and save their world. Earth, rich in this precious metal, became their target. The Anunnaki established their first base, Eridu, in what is now southern Iraq. They set up massive mining operations, extracting gold from the earth, particularly in southern Africa. For tens of thousands of years, these cosmic visitors toiled, but the labor was grueling, and eventually, the rank-and-file Anunnaki miners rebelled against their leaders. A new workforce was needed. This is where the story takes a radical turn. The chief scientist of the Anunnaki, a being known as Enki, proposed a daring solution. Using their advanced knowledge of genetic engineering, they would create a primitive worker, a slave race, to take over the burden of mining. They took the existing hominids on Earth, our evolutionary ancestors, and mingled their own DNA with theirs. The result? A new being, created in their image, Homo sapiens, Adamu, the first man, a hybrid designed to serve as creators. This narrative, Sitchin argued, is detailed in ancient texts like the Enuma Elish, the Babylonian creation epic. While conventional historians see it as a mythological battle between gods, Sitchin saw it as a factual account of celestial events and the formation of our solar system, including the catastrophic collision that created Earth and the asteroid belt. The gods weren't deities in a religious sense, but flesh and blood extraterrestrials with superior technology, mistaken for divine beings by early humans. The evidence, proponents claim, extends far beyond Sumerian tablets. All around the world, we find uncanny similarities in ancient art and legends. Look at the petroglyphs and cave paintings from different continents. Many depict strange figures with large eyes, sometimes wearing what look like helmets or suits. Are these mere artistic expressions, or are they eyewitness accounts of our cosmic ancestors? From the Wandjina figures in Australia to the Tassili Niger paintings in the Sahara, these images pose a tantalizing question. Consider the megalithic structures that dot our planet. The Great Pyramids of Giza, Pumapunku in Bolivia, Baalbek in Lebanon. These sites feature impossibly large stone blocks, cut and placed with a precision that baffles modern engineers. How did ancient people, with supposedly primitive tools, achieve such feats? Ancient astronaut theorists suggest they didn't do it alone. They had help and advanced technology from their Anunnaki overlords. The layout of the Giza pyramids, for example, perfectly mirrors the stars in Orion's belt, suggesting a sophisticated astronomical knowledge that seems out of place for the time. The story doesn't end in Sumer. Travel to West Africa, to the Dogon people of Mali. For centuries, they have possessed a startlingly accurate knowledge of the Sirius star system. Their traditions, passed down orally, speak of Sirius A and its invisible companion, a tiny, incredibly dense star they call Potolo. This star, Sirius B, is a white dwarf, completely invisible to the naked eye. It wasn't even photographed until 1970. Yet, the Dogon knew of its existence, its 50-year orbital period, and its extreme density. When asked how they knew this, their answer is simple. The Namo, amphibious gods who came from the Sirius system in a great vessel, taught their ancestors. Could these Namo be another name for the Anunnaki, part of a galactic network of explorers? Of course, the scientific and academic communities are highly skeptical. Mainstream archaeologists and linguists dismiss Sitchin's translations as misinterpretations and etymological fallacies. They argue that he took mythological texts literally, imposing a sci-fi narrative onto stories about nature, seasons, and societal order. Geologists have found no evidence of a planet with a 3600-year orbit in our solar system. Such an object would cause massive gravitational disruptions. Astronomers argue that if Nibiru existed, we would have detected it by now. Furthermore, scientists point to the robust fossil record and genetic evidence that firmly place human origins in Africa, the result of millions of years of natural evolution, not extraterrestrial intervention. The similarities in global myths, they say, can be explained by common human psychology and the diffusion of cultures, not a shared history with aliens. The engineering marvels of the ancient world, while impressive, are seen as testaments to human ingenuity and persistence, not alien technology. For every mystery, they argue, there is a plausible terrestrial explanation. So, where does that leave us? On one hand, we have a compelling, epic tale of gods from the stars who created us. A story that seems to answer some of the deepest questions of our existence. It's a narrative that resonates with our modern fascination with space and technology, woven into the fabric of our most ancient myths. It gives context to mysterious artifacts and unexplained knowledge from antiquity. On the other hand, we have the rigorous, evidence-based framework of science, which tells a different story, one of gradual evolution and human achievement. A story that, while less dramatic, is supported by verifiable data and peer-reviewed research. Is the Anunnaki theory a brilliant decoding of our true history, or is it the greatest science fiction story ever told, projected onto the past? Were our gods astronauts, or were they simply powerful metaphors for the forces of nature? The clay tablets remain silent, their symbols open to interpretation. Perhaps the truth is not a simple choice between one or the other. Perhaps, as we continue to explore our world and the cosmos beyond, we will find that the line between myth and history, between God and extraterrestrial, is far more blurry than we ever imagined. The quest for answers continues. The stars still hold their secrets, and we, the children of Earth, continue to look up and wonder. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the past. What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoy exploring history's greatest mysteries, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video.